Salakia, 1 second, man. This damn thing is just a damn Android, and you know, it's gonna do whatever it want to do. But anyway, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah. Spread it across the four corners of the planet Earth, who sincerely teach this word in truth, all right, and diligence, okay? Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well, all right? And, this is nothing new, all right? It may be a big distraction, okay? Every now and again, Esau calls out, Edom calls out some of their players to cause a major distraction, okay? To cause a major distraction. But since, Serena has been, called out again to play the part of a distraction, well, we're about to, go in the spirit, and not only on her, because this is not just her. Okay, don't. I don't want to single her out. Okay, this is not just her. Okay. This is that left side of the spirit. Okay, the left side being the side that Satan, resides on. Okay. The left side of entertainment, of Israel. This is what they ultimately seek to do. All right. That's why this place is called Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, man, because it's all about confusion. All right. Now I'm going to start off with this scripture. It's in Micah 7:10. All right. And it says, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Okay. And through the years, through the decades, right, the so-called black woman has decreased in morals and in integrity and in standards. She has totally decreased to the point to where she no longer, and if the shoe doesn't fit, this doesn't apply to you, okay? But she's totally dropped off of the earth. Now, when I saw this show on Amazon Prime called Them, the first thing that the whole movie, the first thing that came to my mind was the Williams sisters, all right? The Williams sisters, all right? Being their older sister was shot and killed, all right? And how their father, from the reports that I heard, he didn't like so-called white people, too much. Because they're not white, they're really red. Okay, they are Edomites. And for both of his daughters to marry white men, okay, says a lot. Okay, now look at this Edomite that she married. Okay, I mean, which he's an Edomite. Okay, I'm not going to say he could be Jake. That's an Edomite. That's Esau. All right. Um, he's trying to hide himself. Okay, within the Williams. Inside these dark skinned women. All right, and as you look at Serena trying to lighten up her complexion, all right, you have to understand most of the so-called black women are now your enemies. Okay, not now, like I said, they've been decreasing, over the decades. All right, in morals, in standards, okay, in integrity. That's why we are in a state of emergency that we are in now. We need the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to return, okay, and deliver us, okay, um, from what is, sure to be at some point or another a uh, a collision, okay, a collision, all right, in which we talk about the race riots and but it doesn't have to be race riots per se. Okay, there's going to be sedition. Okay, as it says in the Apocrypha, there's going to be sedition among men. All right, and you're going to have at some point, okay, men who are okay with dealing with the homosexuality being forced, like you go down to these certain places in certain states. Uh, 1 second, 1 second. All right, and so man, I'm talking about. It's never. Every time you do a video, everything in the world happens, man. I mean everything. All right. Like I was saying, you know, you know, uh, you go out of town, you go to places like Miami, okay. Miami, Atlanta, okay. They resemble San Francisco, man. Okay, for the wickedness, that's going on. A lot of these women, all right, they're choosing these momos to actually have that's the new thing. Women having you know these women having relationships with momos, with openly, open momos, okay. See, it's okay for them to allow, you know, and I do, you know, allow, okay, it's okay for them to let a man have another man, all right, but he can't have another woman, okay. You know, him having another woman is a no-no, but it's perfectly okay for him to have another man, okay. And so uh, the Israelite, or you know, I'm not going to call her Israelite. She's the black woman, okay. Even if she does look like a Duracell battery now because she's tried to, uh, you know, bleach her complexion, or you know, and why would you? And I can't, you know, I'm not going to even ask the question, okay. But um, this is the reason why you have this spirit of, uh, you know, effeminate, you know, with even these males that gang, you know, that gang banging, uh, you know, this whole, you know, Jake seeing it, you know, shooting and killing and hatred, you know, for one another. It comes from the fact that, you know, us as Israelites have been destroyed, and the easiest thing to destroy are the weakest among you. Okay, let me get a scripture real quick. You know, they're the biggest. Um, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Okay, and it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, okay, that's what you have, these uh you know, these males, okay, who have been brought up, okay, by women, man. All right. And you know, tender and delicate, man, you know, for a man. Okay. It says his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, okay, and toward the wife of his bosom, okay, because he doesn't want a woman. He actually wants a man, okay? He wants a man, okay? He doesn't, you know, his brother might, you know, be straight, but he hate, you know, his brother, okay? For the way that his brother is, for the, you know, the things that his brother may instill in him, all right? Because he wants a man, all right? Um, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Yeah, man. Okay. He doesn't even, you know, like the children. And but these women, they are choosing these delicate and tender men, especially in the black community. The black women are choosing delicate and tender men. All right. That's the only men who Serena Williams chose to deal with. Okay, you know, she could have dealt with any other kind of man, but her choice of her preference of man was tender and delicate, and then she would come back and try to make an argument like there's no good men out there. Okay, and that's the whole case with the black woman. They'll try to say, "Oh, well, this man drove me to do this," because no. Okay, the end of the day, you chose a tender and delicate man. Okay? That was your choice. Okay? A Jake who doesn't stand for anything. Okay? Among his people. Who's not against the system of oppression and Edomite supremacy. You want someone who turns their eye, turns their head to the oppression that they're going through. Someone who has fun and who's having a good time, and in this system of oppression when it's utterly impossible. And that's why most of these tender and delicate individuals are, seem like they're crazy. Something's wrong with them. Okay? Because they're basically living a lie. Okay, as I went into in the American Way, is a lie video. All right, it's false. All right. This is what the black woman wants. Okay, someone foolish, tender, and delicate. Okay, weak. Okay, acceptable to anything. All right, and especially being coerced into having sexual affairs with other men. Okay, man on man. All right. Then jump down to Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you. And this is also who Esau chooses to push his agenda, to get the rest of you to go along with whatever he has going. He pushed out the tender and delicate among us. They want you to take the chip, the jab, the MOB. They put out these individuals to have you, coerce you into receiving, the MOB. Okay? Whether it's gang violence, where I was watching some interviews from Tupac, and I was one of the biggest Tupac fans that you ever wanted to see, man. I mean, song that, I could recite any song, you know what I'm saying? All of that, okay? But, after hearing some, of his exploits, which if you're in the world, you'll be like, oh, man, that's cool, man, But, it being in the truth, and he was a young man, in his 20s. He didn't know anybody. He didn't get a chance to get in any, the Most High took him out, okay? If he got took out, or he just disappeared, or, he had to get up out of there, okay? One way or another. But, this guy was, sleeping, popping other men's wives, man. Okay. And the women were flocking to him more because, he had that tender and delicate, spirit underneath all of the rah-rah, because most people that met him was like, oh man, I couldn't believe he was acting the way he was acting, man. That's not the person that I know, But once he got around that gang banging crowd, okay, with the gang bangers and the gangsters, okay, and he became like how these women are, man, okay. He became how these women get in Esau's society. Now you have these women who walk around and you don't want to deal with these chicks, man. They walk around acting like men, looking like men. All right, it's nothing attractive. Nothing even. For the most part, it's nothing even. And I'm talking about the so-called black women. Okay, the Southern Kingdom. All right, there's nothing sexually attractive about them, man. For the most part. Now, I'm not talking about all, but I'm saying for the most part. I remember days, man, growing up where you would see women walking, going places, man. You could holler at women, man. You don't see that anymore, man. You don't see women like that no more, man. They're trainees. They're what do you call it? Studs, okay, bull daggets, okay. These are the tender and delicate women, man. All right. So the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Okay. And at one point, our women were real women, man. But now that same, you know, delicateness and tenderness has turned into, you know, stupidity, or not even stupidity, just having that, that spirit that they go along just to get along. They go along with anything, man. Okay, go along with anything. They'll even talk about it. You even have women who say, "Oh yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite," but see, the difference is, you take her out of that circle of, the Hebrew Israelites, and put her in a circle of heathens. Okay, and before long, she'll be doing the same thing that the heathens are doing. And a lot of you Israelites, you're tender and delicate enough to where your spirit is not strong enough to fight against the wickedness of this world as well. You understand? You have to be able to endure hardness as a soldier, man. Okay? Whether you're surrounded by brothers and brethren in their presence or not, this has to be embedded in you. Okay? The scriptures tell you, put a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry. And see, that mark is only put on the men who deep within, okay, they're gonna go through, they're not going to go off, you know, uh willingly, they're not going to go off even faced with death, man. They'll go to the grave rather than go off, take the MOB, you know, pop another man, okay? Commit adultery, okay? Now some things are done in ignorance, okay? Which those things are forgiven, okay? If you're truly in this truth, those things are forgiven. When things happen in ignorance, or you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Those things are forgiven, man. You're covered. But just doing things like these people in the world are just doing things, man. Okay? She should have been ashamed to have her skin look like that, man. Okay? To do herself like that, man. Hide her lips. Her lips are all, they disappeared. Okay? But she didn't. Okay, and like I said, the jakes that she dealt with were all tender and delicate, man. Okay, just because they had money and were rapping about certain lifestyle doesn't mean that that's who they are. That's who they were. All right. So I'm going to end it there. All right. Um, you know, uh, the so-called black woman is you have enemy number one to the Israelite man, and right alongside of him is the so-called black woman. All right. She's right at his side. Okay, like the movie Them. Okay. Again, you had the oldest daughter who saw herself, who wanted to be a white woman. Okay. And really that's in the mind of most of the so-called black women. They really want to be another type of woman. Okay. They don't view themselves as beautiful. Okay, now you may look at Serena Williams. I know I have plenty of times. Little Kim, and man, and would drink their bath water, right? But okay, in their mind, in the world that but things like that wouldn't matter to them. Okay, because in the world on that left hand, weird, okay, world that they're in and involved in, okay, they have to go through such lengths to destroy who they are, what they represent. Spiritually, that's spiritually a sellout. Okay? This is a sellout. What she's done, that approach is a sellout, man. Okay? And her Edomite husband, he didn't, pitch a bitch, if he, that's like if I got with an Edomite woman and she tried to, I mean, bitch, you must be crazy. She tried to get some melanin injections and make herself darker, because ultimately I got you, or I like you for the person that you are, all right? But, just a quick video, you get the point, Lord willing, and until next time, shalom.